This is gonna be such a hard video to film. I can already tell, but I'm gonna do it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a video that I've wanted to film for probably a few months now. It's been a while since I've done like a sit down video. And this is something that I wanted to put out there and talk about because it's something that I have been dealing with, I guess, and it's just become a huge part of my life. And I figured if I can help people out there and give you guys advice or just like ideas, why not? So with that being said, today I'm going to be kind of talking about my weight loss journey and the lifestyle that I have built and how I've changed my lifestyle and sort of just what I've been dealing with the past year and a half now. Let's see. Yeah, it's been about a year and a half now since I've kind of made all these changes. Before I start though, I just want to kind of put a disclaimer out there. I'm not trying to tell anyone like how to lose weight or that try to influence you to feel like you need to lose weight. I'm just putting my story out there because I want to share with you the way I've found that's really helped me and just changed my life completely. And I'm not going to I just don't want anyone to come back and tell me oh, you're trying to influence people to lose weight. I don't want any negativity on this video whatsoever. This is supposed to be a very positive video and just sort of me sharing my story and just sharing with you how I've done it, because I will get into it in a few seconds, but this has been something I've dealt with for a long time, not my entire life. That's kind of dramatic, but I just want to put a disclaimer out there because I'm not trying to influence anybody. I'm not trying to promote any unhealthy habits. It's just hard. I'm not a professional nutritionist. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not licensed. This is just my story. If you have any issues with me sharing this, I don't know. I just don't want any negativity in the comments. So please don't feel like I'm trying to influence anyone or anything like that. With that being said, before this becomes a crazy long intro, this is my weight loss journey. Start off, I guess, with kind of a background on my life. I'm not going to get super emotional or crazy or anything, but so for a long period of my life, I've struggled with my weight, and it's been something that's always kind of, I guess, my weight has literally put a weight on me. That doesn't make any sense, but both physically and mentally. It's always been something that I have had to deal with, probably since I was maybe in middle school, maybe even before that. I know as a child growing up, I was always kind of on the heavier side. I've always kind of been lucky though, because I am tall. I'm about 5'10", 5'9", depending on who you ask. And so I've been able to hide the weight. Also, anything I say in this video, I'm not trying to offend anyone or anything. This is just me speaking from my heart. So I've always been kind of lucky I've always been lucky in that kind of realm, because it just hasn't, I don't know. Anyway, so I have things written down on my phone because I cannot be rambling. I always had doctors telling me and advising me, and obviously my mother, who was always there with me, you need to lose weight. It got to a point where if I gained any more weight, I would be at the risk of developing diabetes, different issues that are a lot more problematic than just being overweight. So I tried a lot of things. I tried working out, different periods of times in my life. I would get on this grind where I was working out, but then in my head, I just didn't have the right education. I thought okay, I'm working out, so that means I can just eat whatever the heck I want to eat. And that's just not what worked for me, and that's just obviously not something that will work long term. Never really tried dieting because honestly that just sounded horrible. So I went through periods where I was like trying to like exercise and be more mindful of all of that, but that just never really worked. And I never like was able, I shouldn't say never, but I tried different methods basically, and none of them were successful. And my weight was always something that bothered me, and it was never super severe, like crazy or anything. But I mean, it was one of my contributors to self-esteem, and it lowered my self-esteem. And I always wanted to lose the weight, but I just never found a good way, and I always became frustrated, like, you know, this isn't working. And I got so sick of like doctors telling me like I need to lose weight. Like, they were obviously, they said it in a correct manner, but it would just always frustrate me. So on February 1st, I don't even know how I ran across the video, but I found this girl's video on how she lost weight using an app. And I watched her whole video, and it just inspired me. And this was February 1st of 2018. And it inspired me to try her method. Her method was using the app MyFitnessPal. And it's basically an app where you can log your food, your exercise, and your weight. So you basically just log everything. And I started that officially on February 2nd. So ever since February 2nd of 2018, every single day I have logged all of my food and all of my water that I have consumed. And I'm very happy, and I'm very proud to say that because of the motivation I received from this girl making her YouTube video, which is why I wanted to make a video, I have lost 40 pounds, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 42 over the past year and a half. And I not only have lost the weight, but I have gained so much self-confidence. I have gained so much improvement, not only in my physical health, but in my mental health. I feel so good, not only about my body, but about what I'm putting into my body. So I there's been so many drastic changes that I have experienced over the past year and a half, which is why this video would literally be like, I don't even know how many hours long if I didn't write everything down that I really wanted to touch on. But finding this method and being able to stick to it and not thinking of it, because I don't classify what I've been doing as a diet, it's a literal lifestyle change. And I was lucky enough to be taking a nutrition class as I started this process, so I really learned the importance of fueling my body with good food and realizing that I was consuming way too much food. It was just unnecessary, the amount of food I was consuming. So once everything kind of clicked and I started noticing changes, I was so happy with the results, because I believe, don't quote me on this again, I'm not a professional, but I think it's around like, when you want to lose weight, it's like 75% changing your diet and then 25% diet or exercise. So it's really, if you want to lose weight, and for me personally, I just had to bite the bullet, and I realized on February 1st, like literally guys, this hit me. I'm like, I want to do this. Like, I want to lose weight. I want to try this. I need to like become a healthier weight, because I was overweight, and I just started worrying about down the line like developing more severe problems with my body. So it all kind of hit me. And after, I want to say like 1 or 2 months, even after 1 month of doing this, I noticed huge difference in my mental state, in my physical state. Like, I just felt so much less bloated, and I felt so much better. My skin was clearing up. Like, before I started this, I didn't have the best skin. I still get breakouts here and there. Like, I'm a hormonal teenager, even though I'm not a teenager anymore, I'm 20. but I still deal with that. But like, guys, I feel so much better. And I know this is not for everyone. I get it. Some people are like, I'm gonna eat whatever the heck I want to eat, and that's great. You do you. I'm sharing this because this is what's worked for me, and I finally realized that you can eat healthy and still eat amazing food that tastes amazing. Like, I do not feel whatsoever that I've deprived myself or anything. I've just been like, I guess, enlightened, but like in my own way, because this is something that's worked for me. It's helped me, and I just feel amazing. I'm just gonna kind of share with you some habits that I started a year and a half ago that I've continued with, and I don't want to go into too much depth. If this video does really well, I will definitely make follow-up videos if you guys want, whether that be Q&As or anything like that. But I'm just going to share with you some habits that I have, I guess more like improvements that I've changed and I have incorporated into my life. So the first big thing that I stopped eating, and I cut out, I did cut out some things, but that's because it was a personal like change. I am not in any way, shape, or form judging people that, you know, consume these things that I don't. This is my personal choice. I could care less what other people do. I'm all for the motto, you do you. I'm just sharing with you guys how I've done this, how I've lost 40 pounds. So the first habit was cutting out fast food, soda, and sugary coffee drinks. So like, I used to go to Dunkin' and I would get like, you know, a medium iced coffee with a vanilla sweetener, sugar, like all that good stuff, that amazing stuff. I basically drink coffee now black because I want to, because I've realized that I'd rather have my calories put towards actual food rather than drink. In terms of fast food, there were days where I would eat fast food twice a day, like bad. The last time I had fast food was on February 1st, 2018, and I had Taco Bell. And that was the last time I had soda as well. Those are completely gone from my life. Do I miss them? Not the soda, really. I've realized that soda is just, I'm really thankful I stopped drinking soda. I miss fast food. I'll eat Chipotle, like I'll still eat everything. Not everything, I shouldn't say everything, like Chipotle, different like other options. I have not had like traditional fast food like McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, all that stuff. Haven't had that. And also a huge thing that I cut out was snacking, because that is just something that I was doing way too much of. And instead of like snack, if I wanted a snack, I would eat like whole fruit, you know, like an apple or a banana, drinking smoothies, but like watching smoothies, because also those can add up quickly with sugar from the fruit. Anyway, also the huge thing that I started doing was courtesy of the girl that I watched. I tried to find her video. I cannot find it. If I do ever find it again, I will definitely link it in the description box below, because this is why I'm here today. Like, I will attribute, that was like the final push, and then obviously using MyFitnessPal, I will attribute all of my weight loss to that app, because that just was really worked for me. So my huge method was cutting my calories. I can get into a whole separate video, but basically what I did was I maxed myself at 1,500 calories every single day. Still doing that. I feel fine. I'm not depriving myself. Also starting to like plan meals based on calories. So I do plan out like my breakfast, for example. I try to keep that at like 300 or below, and then so on. So that's something else that's really helped me, like just sort of balancing out my calories throughout the day, so that I don't have like this huge period of time where like I can't eat because like I'm out of calories. Also, I recently stopped consuming dairy for the most part. I still eat yogurt. I love yogurt, and it's basically because I found that milk was causing my skin to go haywire. So I switched to almond milk, and it's also nice because almond milk has a lot less calories than dairy milk. So Also finding like substitutes like that are lower in calories really helped me. So those are some of the habits. Obviously there's a ton more that I could get into. If you guys want me to make another video or more videos, make this like a little series, I can definitely do that. I am happy to do that. And about, I want to say a month ago or so, I went and got a physical, and this was kind of the moment for me that just really took my happiness to like the next level, because well, I can't say all my life, that's too dramatic, but for the longest time I have gone to the doctor and my weight has been overweight. And finally, I stepped on that scale feeling confident, by the way, and actually wanting to see the number. And my doctor finally cleared me and told me that I'm at a healthy weight, to which I wanted to literally start crying tears of joy, because it had taken me so many years for me to finally figure out how to lose weight that worked, like a method that worked for my body. And I did it, and I finally got the clearance from my doctor, and I felt like I was in a different state of health because I was finally healthy, like in terms of my weight. And as for weighing myself, I tried to do that, like in the beginning I was weighing myself like once a week. That's it. Now I probably weigh myself maybe once a month. I really don't focus on the number because that can drive you nuts, and I don't really see the point in weighing yourself every day. That's just my personal opinion. Again, I was trying not to focus on that whole number factor and trying to focus on cleaning my body out and just starting to fuel it with healthier options, better things. So now I'm trying to incorporate exercise more and more. Not to lose weight because I'm happy with my weight, but to strengthen and tone my body. So that's kind of where I am in that realm. But I've lost all this weight, guys, without really doing much exercise, if any. Like I wanted to, and like I'm just really bad about exercising. So I can solely say that my weight has been contributed to the changes I've made in my diet. As for the whole calorie counting controversy, I know that I'm probably, or I might get hit with a lot of backlash with that, which again, I don't want in this video. I realize the consequences of calorie counting. I can make that a whole separate video. I can assure you I am okay. It's not bothered me. It's become a daily routine. Like I don't even think about it now, and it's just a way that helps me stay on track, and that's all I want. I want control of that. I don't want to lose control. So yeah, I can go more into that, but I don't want any backlash, please. Like, I'm okay. So yeah, that's basically my weight loss journey. I literally could talk about it for hours. I really could. So if you want me to make more videos, whether that be on more like habits that I've changed, I want to do more like what I eat in a day videos or what I eat in a week videos. Those seem really interesting. I can give you guys ideas of kind of like what I eat, things I've found that have replaced things that I used to like love, all of that, my favorite meals, all of that. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't want this video to be too long. I've just been dying to share this with you guys because it's a huge part of my life now, and like it kind of just blows my mind that I finally have done this and I've been successful, because it was such an obstacle for me for the longest time. So just know that like you're not the only one out there that's struggled with weight loss, and don't feel like down on yourself. I don't even want to like give you guys any advice like that, because I know people are going to be like, you don't have any right telling me. There's always people out there, but just know like it's all going to be okay. Like you will find your method that works for your body. This is what's worked for me, and I recommend it to anyone and everyone who is looking for a way to try and lose weight. My mom actually started doing this, I feel like about maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I helped her set up a MyFitnessPal, and she's been along my side this whole journey, supporting me, and she finally wanted to give it a shot herself, so I've been helping her, and she's been doing phenomenal, and she's been losing weight thanks to this method. So it does work. And yeah, I thank you for listening. If you've made it this far, you're incredible. If you've made it this far, definitely subscribe down below. I try to post every single Monday. Comment, please guys, comment, as long as it's positive, anything you want to see from me regarding my weight loss journey, like literally anything. If you have any questions, my Twitter and Instagram are always linked down below. You can DM me if you don't feel comfortable posting publicly. I'm totally cool with that. If I can help you guys in any shape or form with this whole concept of like weight loss, I would love to help you. With that being said, I think I've rambled for enough time. I'm so happy with where I am, and that's about all I have to say. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day or night or whatever it is where you live, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Really? I'm trying to film a very important video. Yeah, so I